Hello everypony and welcome to a mod instruction video. What I'm going to be doing here is showcasing the mod that I made, the YouTubers mod, and I figured this would be easier than trying to post a great big thing on the Minecraft forums about how this mod works. So if anyone wants to do a mod showcase, feel free to do so. This is just sort of my own mod showcase so that people can understand how it works and whatnot. So let's get into it. The mod comes in two parts. It comes in Serene Core and it comes in YouTubers. Serene Core adds many things such as bacon, can't think of what else, some spawner blocks, things like that. But the most important thing it adds is crystal. This ore will generate naturally in your world. If you mine it, you'll get this crystal, which you can then use to create armor, tools, weapons, that kind of thing. But the most important use for it in the YouTubers mod is that in order to make any of these things, you need crystal and something that you mine from these blocks, which are the ore blocks, and that is the essences. Basically, we have 9 YouTubers in this mod at current: Captain Sparkles, Popular MMOs, Supergirly Gamer, Dan TDM, Seth Bling, TT Snim, Tomboy, Aurelian, and Vex. And basically, spawn eggs right here if you want them. Basically, you mine their essence, and then after you mine their essence, you combine 4 of their essence together to create with one of the crystals to make this, the YouTuber crystal with a question mark. What you do with that is you then take that and you smelt it in a furnace to make this glowing crystal itself. The glowing crystal can then be used to make tools, weapons, and armor, as you can see. I'm not going to go over every individual little thing. I'm not going to go over every crafting recipe, but the crafting recipes are essentially the same as vanilla Minecraft. You've got your 2 ingots and then a stick for a sword, 3 ingots and 2 sticks for a pickaxe, that kind of thing. They're all, standard vanilla Minecraft. The only difference is with Tomboy and TT Snim. TT Snim is the knight of the crafty girl, so she has a sword. Meanwhile, TT Snim does not have a sword because she likes her weaponized hoe. That is a direct quote from her. So she has a hoe that deals sword damage, and if I take her hoe over here, you can see that it operates as a fully functional hoe. So, if you want a hoe and a sword mixture, the crafty hoe is a pretty decent tool for that. Besides that, everybody has their own sword. At the moment, Popular MMO's sword is the only one with a special ability, but I'm currently working on that. If you have any recommendations for what you would like to see as special abilities, please feel free to leave it as a comment on the Minecraft forums or here in this video. That said, if you right click with the sword, hang on, I forgot, it doesn't do anything normally, but if you have a crystal of epic proportions, which is what it uses as ammo, I can fling the crystal and it explodes. Nice. So that is that sword's unique ability. Again, they don't all have unique abilities yet, but I am going to be working on that. If you want, you can make blocks of these in standard block formation, just, 9 around or 9 of the gem around a crafting table. Then you can take those, and by combining 4 of these into a crafting table, you can make their bricks. And then from their bricks, in the standard crafting recipe for stairs, you can make brick stairs and brick slabs. You'll also find trees of each YouTuber that generate in the world in their own biomes, and this is the grass for their biomes. These trees include leaves, and of course you can turn that into wood that you can then turn into stairs and slabs. Unfortunately, the slabs are a little glitched. I can't get them to form double slabs, but oh well. With the wood, you can also make doors for each of them in standard door formation. When 1.8 comes out, I may look into giving them different textures, but for now they're all just the standard wooden door texture, just different colored. So, yeah, that said, this mod also includes a world type that will spawn in the biomes. It does something a little weird. It does something else that's a little weird, which is this. For some odd reason, it makes mushroom biomes very common. It doesn't make mushroom islands common. It makes mushroom biomes common. So while this is technically a mushroom island biome, it's actually not a mushroom island. I don't know why the mod does that. I haven't been able to figure out why. But if you ever wanted to explore a mushroom biome, well, I guess this is your chance. So, let's see. Beyond that, there are trees for each of the characters. Captain Sparkles, Furious Destroyer, and Tomboy all have like jungle trees, whereas all of the others have like oak trees. If you look over there, there's actually a Tomboy biome, and you can see the Tomboy trees growing. Meanwhile, over that way, I believe that's a TT Snim biome over there, and you can see the TT Snim trees there. So, in each of their biomes, they're just basically standard biomes. It's just that they also spawn, the spawn rate of the YouTuber is higher in that biome than it is in other biomes. Each YouTuber also spawns in different biomes, most of them in the plains. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say on that. So YouTubers, what do they do? Well, let me grab Furious Destroyer here. Hi, Pat! So you'll see that we have Pat here now, Furious Destroyer. He's a little... I haven't figured out why they walk very leggily, but they do for some reason. Let me give myself some Pat ingots. You'll see that each of them also has their own whatever these are, creative tabs. That's the word. So if I take his ingot, his crystal, a crystal of epic proportions, first of all, if I hold it out, he will chase after me because he is tamed, or well, yeah, he's tamed by them, but he's also tempted by them. So if I right-click him, eventually, yay! Hey, I'm Pat. If you ever want some epic destruction, just right-click on me while sneaking and I'll give you some TNT. So, shift, right-click, and we get some TNT. Now, if you're holding TNT, or anything in your hand actually, I think, if you shift right-click him, he will not give you TNT. He'll just take the TNT from you. Also, apparently, if you right-click him with TNT in your hand, it just gets rid of it. That's something I didn't know. Okay, that is not something that I knew. Okay, whatever. I'm the programmer and I don't even know this stuff. So yeah, I can get some TNT. Mommy will love it if you blow something up with this. And of course you can sit here and spam this. Just like that. If you want. Another thing you can do is once they are tamed, they will accept any suit of armor except for other YouTubers. So you can give them leather, chainmail, iron, diamonds, gold, or you can give them their own armor. To do that, you just right click them with the armor and they'll automatically put it on. If you want to take the armor off, you have to right click with an empty hand. Your boots are missing. What did you do with the boots? Oh, apparently I put them on myself somehow. Oops. Whatever. They'll also take weapons and tools, and they'll even fight with those weapons. So if I come over and I give him the sword, now he has the sword. Note that if their hand is not empty, then it will just cause a problem. Their hand must be empty when you try to give them armor, otherwise that won't happen. Also, apparently there is some kind of glitch where sometimes they consume the item instead of actually putting it on. I'm not sure why that happens. I'll have to look into that in the next version, I guess. Yeah. I really have no idea why that happens. It's not coded to do that. I'll have to fix that in the next version. I'm not gonna fix that in this version. Sorry. Guys, just give yourself new stuff if that happens. So let's give him armor, and he just like consumed all of it. Okay, so apparently there is some kind of bug where if you shift right click him and give him back his TNT, I'm guessing that was the problem because it started after the TNT. So I don't know. I really have no idea why he's doing that. So I'll fix that in the next version. Let's get Captain Sparkles. Game mode 1. Each of them does also have their own little hidden gimmicks beyond just that they give you stuff and things like that. So the armor, on the other hand, is better than diamonds. If I were to, let's say, take the girly set and put it on, you'll see that it fills up my armor bar. It's actually much better than diamonds. If I take off the boots, I still have a full armor bar. If I take off the helmet, I still have a full armor bar. Yeah, it's pretty intense. So just the chest plate and the leggings alone are equal to diamonds. Also, at the moment, they all give resistance. Again, this is something else that I'll be changing later on in probably the next version of the mod. It's been so long since I updated this mod, I really wanted to get a new version out. So, if you shift right click each of the YouTubers, they'll do something else, such as Captain Sparkles gives you haste 2, Furious Destroyer gives you TNT, and so on. And you are really stuck there, aren't you? Gosh darn it, Pat. You're not Jen. You don't fall in holes all the time. Come on. You're not the one that falls in the holes all the time. Get out of there. Whatever. Aside from all of that, there are also dungeons that spawn in this mod. They generate 400 blocks away from each other in all directions. So here we have a tomboy ore hill floating way up there. They can generate floating, they can generate on land, who knows where they will generate. You can also force them to generate based upon, where you want them to generate. If you go into your creative menu and you obtain these items, these are the only 3 dungeons at the moment, and the ore hill is kind of glitched a little bit because the baby zombies are not spawning, they're still pig spawners. But again, I really wanted to get this mod out, and I'm still waiting on a response from the Minecraft Forge people about why this is happening. I have a forum there on the Minecraft Forge website asking for help on fixing this, and so far nobody's responded, so hopefully I'll get a response soon, which will thus allow me to fix that glitch. But if we take this and we come up here to the top, we can place down the spawner. The spawner block, what it will do is it will randomly tick, basically, and when it ticks, it will grow, technically, because it's actually a like sugarcane block. So it will grow one bigger, but you won't actually see that because it will generate in a massive structure and delete itself before it actually generates the top block here. It's actually pretty fancy. So it just sits here and glows like this until it just randomly ticks. So eventually that will spawn something. While I'm waiting on that, let me come fly down here and we'll set a block of stone here. Set block, stone. And then we'll put Vex's castle right there. And that should be far enough away that they don't generate over each other and break each other. So we'll just wait and see which one of these two spawns first. I'm just kind of waiting for it to spawn. It'll spawn eventually, you just kind of got to give it a moment. Sometimes it takes a little bit to cause them to spawn. So, but when it spawns, it will spawn a massive dungeon. Oops, let me try replacing it. Sometimes it doesn't seem to work. I'm not sure if it just takes a long time or what. There it goes. See, that one worked now. So yeah, they all generate with the possibility of floating. You've got a little random under section here. Hello! Vex's dungeon just spawned in too. Nice. So like I said, they've all got this kind of random under section here. Meanwhile, this is Pat's dungeon. This is the mob arena that he uses for his mob battles. It's a free download, so I downloaded it from his website. And then I just turned it into a dungeon by putting a whole bunch of spawners here, a whole bunch of chests, that kind of thing. There's even chests up here that you can find stuff. I can't get the chest to generate in properly for some reason. You'll see this one should be turned around, but it's not. I don't know why. I can't seem to figure out why they keep spawning in the wrong direction. If anybody knows anything about Minecraft Forge, please let me know how to fix that. Same with the zombie spawners. I need to know how to use NBT with spawner spawns, or spawner generation. So this is Vex Dungeon, and to showcase this I'm going to need a potion of night vision, because this place is absolutely huge and it is super hostile. I mean super hostile. You have skeleton spawners in each of the 4 corner towers on the edges. You can already hear the blazes that are in one of the other towers. Let me just kind of find my way back to the front here. There's some wheat growing in the little farm here, as well in each of these 4 corners, or 4 towers, there's something different. Here we have creepers. That was weird. Over here we have zombies. Over this way in the in the armory we have blazes. And over here in the mage's quarter we have witches. There's also enchanting tables, brewing stations, cauldrons, all kinds of things. Tons of bookshelves. I mean, this is probably like an enchanter's paradise right here. In the center of the whole thing, there is a golden throne. And there is actually a wither spawner block that spawns right on top of the throne. And it runs very similar to the dungeon generator. Eventually it will randomly pick and spawn in a wither. And the wither will just kind of rage everywhere. I really like the chandelier. I thought I did a pretty good job on that. So, beyond that, on top of each of the towers, there's either a diamond block or an emerald block. On top of the middle tower, there is 4 of each of them. If you can obtain them before the wither destroys the entire castle, then, well, I guess you get a lot of diamonds and emeralds. Otherwise, yeah. Because the wither will try to destroy this castle. It's kind of why the wither is there. Is to kind of try to blow up the whole thing. If you have mob griefing off, the wither can't even get out of the castle, or out of the middle tower, so I suppose you're fine there. So, oh, don't die, Pat. So yeah, those are the 3 dungeons for the mod. I plan to add in like an Aurelian dungeon and like a Vex, or not a Vex, but like a Tomboy dungeon, and basically a dungeon for every YouTuber eventually. I just don't immediately know what to make. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave that in a comment in either the forum here or on YouTube. That would greatly help me figure out what more to add. And if you want to see more YouTubers added to this, in the first post of the Minecraft forum page, there will be a form you can fill out to request a YouTuber. Basically, you know, who are they, you know, what's their name, what's their username, what do they do, what are they known for, you know, what kind of dungeon would they have, that kind of thing. I am accepting dungeons for the mod, so if you have a world save dungeon that you would like to see in the mod for a particular YouTuber, you can send it to me and I will see about adding it in. It does have to meet certain criteria. Basically, I'm only really looking for 1 dungeon a YouTuber, and it can't really have any like custom monsters or anything, not until I can figure out the MBT code, which is why that doesn't work yet. But yeah, that is the YouTubers mod, basically. Is just about everything I can think of to cover. I'm not going to go over what every individual YouTuber does, but you can see them here: Jen, Dan, Seth Bling, TT Snim, Tomboy, Aurelian, Vex. So they're all in here. You're free to play the you're free to download and play this mod. You're free to give me recommendations, things of that nature. I have no idea what I'm saying right now. I'm tired. It's like 5 in the morning. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I don't do too much in the way of Minecraft, but I do some. I have a friend named Mist, and she and I do Minecraft videos. So you can follow that. Also, I do other video games, such as like Ocarina of Time and Earthbound and things like that. So, yeah. If you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe if you're new. Feel free to leave a rating. Feel free to leave a comment. And I'll see everybody next time. Keep calm and pony on, everybody.